Where will Jonathan Kuminga play? Rob Pelinka has been hot after Jonathan Kuminga, but Jonathan Kuminga wants a certain amount of money. He wants north of $20 million per season. The Lakers can be able to give him anywhere between 15 to 16 or $17 million. If they go ahead and do a sign and trade, you have to give him a 3-year deal. He may not want to be locked into that 3-year deal because he probably wants to go re-enter the market next season and go get a bigger deal. So you have the Timberwolves that's out there that can be able to give him about $6 million. Or he might go ahead and go to the Cavs that can be able to open up some money if James Harden gives some money back to be able to take a shorter deal, a 1-year deal where he can be able to bet on himself and then re-enter the market again. Problem with this is that, yeah, teams can be able to do this in theory, but will they? The Lakers have a deal on the table with the Hawks right now. They have picks, they have Vanderbilt, a couple of more pieces that are in there, and they can be able to go get Jonathan Kuminga on maybe a deal that's like anywhere between $55 million and $70 million. What's holding up the deal? It's Kuminga. Does he want to lock into a deal that's going to lock him in for 3 years, or does he want to bet on himself? The best course of action is to take the Lakers deal. Why? Not because I'm a Lakers fan saying that, but because the Lakers stage is the brightest. If you perform with the Lakers, teams are going to want to give you a bigger contract because you've performed on the biggest stage. You go ahead and you go to Cleveland. Okay, Cleveland's cool. Not going to disrespect Cleveland. They're a good team. Same thing with the T-Wolves. But if you play for the Lakers and you perform in that spotlight and you play well, then there's going to be a bag that's going to wait for you, whether it's the Lakers giving you the bag or somebody else is going to give it to you. But for right now, for him playing this game and stretching this long, and I'm sure Rob Pelinka will wait, but should they? He has potential. He has potential to be really good. He's athletic. You know, he's still in that potential phase. He hasn't like peaked as a player. He hasn't hit his prime yet. All of these things are cool. The biggest problem with Jonathan Kuminga is that he still can't shoot. His jump shot, his form is not the best in regards to it being like, sometimes you can have a form that prevents you from being a consistently good shooter. Is it too late to change his mechanics? Is it too late to be able to get him to buy in and lock in the way he's supposed to? Because he's a guy that doesn't have a high motor as a player. That is a concern. So should the Lakers do this move? Should the Lakers go ahead and put a risk on? Sure, depending on how long the deal is and what you give up, it is a risk worth taking. But how long are you going to wait for a player that is thinking that he can be able to hold up the market and hold up your decision in regards to what you're trying to do? There's no other deal on the table that's as good as what the Lakers are going to give you right now. It's just none. So if I'm Kuminga, I'm taking that deal. If he wants to go ahead and stretch this out, if I'm Rob Pelinka, I move on. I move on, because if it doesn't work out, if you've waited this long to try to get this deal done, and then he does not perform to the level that you want him to, oh man, people are going to be upset because you waited all of this time, you stretched this out, you gave him exactly what he wanted, and then he didn't perform as a player. Dead in the water. DOA. Dead on arrival when it comes to Laker fans. So for me as a Laker fan, if you want to take the risk on the potential, I got no problem with that. But how much money you give him is going to be able to play a factor into how this plays out. If you want to give him a 3-year deal and then have the first year guaranteed and the other 2 years non-guaranteed, then it's just like a 1-year deal. You get a 1-year deal worth $15, $16 million. If you play well, and you be able to rip that deal up and have a new deal. I don't see a problem with that. I think the Lakers would take a deal like that. I think Jonathan Kuminga should be open to taking a deal like that. But is the talent worth the headache? I don't know. I don't know. Because Golden State got rid of him. He was with Atlanta, played okay with Atlanta, had a $23 million player, a team option that they declined because they felt that he's not worth that amount of money. So if they felt that he's not worth that amount of money, he actually played well there, then now you're starting to have a track record. There's a rap sheet here, as if teams do not want to give you a certain amount of money because they view you a certain way. That's a concern. So we'll see what happens going forward. But they better do something, because I ain't gonna lie to you. The Lakers look like a 1930s basketball team. There's a lot of white guys on that team. I'm sorry. A lot of white guys, and not saying there ain't nothing wrong with that, but I ain't never seen that many white guys on one team in modern basketball. This is not Bob Cousy and the Celtics back then. Come on now. It's bad enough LeBron is gone. I got to deal with Luka and Austin Reeves. Now we got this guy, Mamu Skilishvili, whoever the hell he is. We got Walker Kessler. All these white people. It's like crazy. It's nuts. This is basketball. This is not baseball. This is not football. Okay, you need athletes. You need guys that can be able to move their feet. Okay, if you don't have guys that can be able to be competitive and move their feet, you're cooked. It's bad enough Luka can't play defense. Austin Reeves can't play defense. Who else? Jake LaRavia? Who's that? It's crazy. So give me some athletes on this team, and then I'll feel a little better. You know what I mean? Give me a Kuminga. Give me somebody who can be able to fly and do something, dunk. I don't want to watch all these layups. That's all I see next year, layups. It's nuts. So, moving on. So
every win, every loss, every second got a cost to be the boss. Late nights, pressure heavy, never fold. Championship mindset, heart made of purple and gold.